In an old city, smudged with memory and mist, there lived a gentle young man named Charlie. He dwelled in a tiny attic apartment directly above a street that never entirely slept. The twin glow of street lamps and distant neon formed angular patterns on his bedroom walls. These shapes danced every night like silent companions, while shadows huddled quietly near the corners. Charlie treasured his simple rituals, wiping down the little desk beneath his window, dusting the velvet armchair, and winding his grandfather's pocket watch before bed. In this hushed, cocoon-like space he felt peaceful, wrapped in the constancy of routine and the subtle hum of city life below. But tonight, as a cold drizzle painted the pavement silver and the clocks edged toward midnight, Charlie noticed something odd. The stubborn old key that always hung upon a nail near his door, his only key carved from brass and crusted with years, had vanished. The little familiar weight, always waiting for him, was gone. The air felt brisker, as though something quietly adventurous stirred in the dark. Charlie's heart thumped softly. He could not help but wonder where his key might have gone, and who or what had slipped it away while he was lost in evening reveries. Charlie stepped into the narrow, echoing hallway with socked feet and a whisper of anticipation. The familiar world of his building felt suddenly tinged with intrigue. The flickering stairwell bulbs carved dramatic shadows on the tiled floor, and every distant creak seemed a secret. The city's breath drifted inside through a draughty window at the landing, cool and laced with rain. With a soft rustle, Charlie wrapped himself in his favorite wool cardigan and padded down the stairs. He passed the door of Mrs. Weatherby, from whom the savory aroma of roasting vegetables eternally seeped. He glimpsed the golden eye of the building's aging cat blinking from behind a cracked banister, and just as he reached the lobby, he paused, half certain he glimpsed a soft glint of brass at the back of the communal mailbox alcove. The keys to the building's heart, Charlie reflected, might always have a mind of their own. Charlie emerged onto the moody city street, the rain thinning to a gentle mist. The world outside his building was transformed. Street lamps shone halos onto water-slicked concrete, parked cars gleamed like sleeping beasts, and tall, silent buildings stood watch, their windows reflecting cold starlight. A payphone flickered on the corner like a lighthouse for the lonely, and in the gutter, water burbled, carrying a flotilla of rain-blurred leaves far away. The city's edge felt porous and enigmatic tonight. Glancing down, Charlie traced delicate footprints, his own mingling with the marks of an unknown visitor, across the glistening sidewalk. He followed them toward the alley nearby, heart quietly hopeful, all senses open to the gentle mystery that waited among the shadows. As Charlie entered the alley, the muted sounds of the city softened even further. Distant sirens throbbed like echoes from a half-remembered dream, while the rain's gentle percussion gave way to the hiss of dripping gutters. Light and shadow created a shifting mosaic along the brick walls, and from somewhere overhead, the warm glow from someone's living room lamp filtered beautifully through tattered curtains. Halfway down the alley, Charlie encountered his neighbor's old bicycle, leaning forlornly against a dumpster, its bell shining expectantly in the gloom. There, at the base of the bin, he saw a trail of golden breadcrumbs, bits of popcorn, surely from Mrs. Weatherby's earlier stroll to share snacks with the sparrows of the dusk. As he crouched, tracing the trail, a subtle, scuffling sound reached his ears, a friendly and unhurried little noise. He knelt and looked beneath the bicycle, discovering a mouse with velvet grey fur, gripping something in its small paws. In the glow of the city's half-sleeping lamp, Charlie saw it, a key, the very key he was searching for, gleaming faintly in the mouse's grasp. Charlie smiled, realizing that in the heart of night, even the smallest lives could weave great mysteries. He crouched slowly, careful not to alarm his grey-furred companion. The little mouse blinked up at him, black eyes shining with curiosity, not fear, and offered the key with a delicate gesture, as though bestowing a treasure upon a worthy friend. Charlie offered his palm, soft words floating like feathers. "Thank you, little one. I hope your midnight feasts are as joyful as your courage." The mouse, reassured, released the key into Charlie's gentle hands. For a moment, time itself seemed to pause. Shadows grew hushed, the city's pulse softened further, and the glow from the apartment above bathed both seeker and finder in a brief golden halo. In that pause, Charlie felt a curious sense of contentment, like he had stumbled into a secret garden, known only to those who look closely and care greatly. With the precious key now safely returned, Charlie rose from his crouch as the mouse scurried off, vanishing beneath a gap in the wall to resume its midnight adventures. The city's hush deepened, rainfall softened to almost nothing, and a single star blinked between fast-moving clouds above. Charlie noticed how the alley seemed changed now, not less mysterious, but somehow more welcoming, as if the shadows themselves had become old friends, nodding goodnight. Retracing his steps, he passed the bicycle, patted its seat affectionately, and felt the comfort of familiar places made newly magical by small kindnesses. As he reached the street, he paused for a final time and gazed upward, finding, through a curtain in a distant window, the vague silhouette of someone watering a plant, living their gentle life parallel and unseen. Charlie soon returned to his apartment, where the world felt wonderfully smaller and more serene than before. He hung the brass key upon its old nail, traced its worn edges with his thumb, and let the stillness of the attic room wrap around him. Rain pitter-pattered gently on the window. The velvet chair welcomed him back, as if it remembered every night he had ever spent there. The city, mysterious and grand outside, stood quietly as another chapter closed. As Charlie curled beneath his knitted blanket, he smiled, feeling grateful not just for found things, but for small encounters and secret nighttime kindnesses. Shadows spread softly over his walls, but now they seemed to sway in rhythm with his breaths, a gentle lullaby from the world beyond. In this moment all was safe, all was calm. The city's hush and the memory of a gifted key promised a night of sound, peaceful sleep.